personal qualities, first of all, you need to know who God is. You need to know not only that you can sing, but what you are singing about. You need to experience it for yourself. You need to be a people's person, people that's able to identify with other people and able to just meet the needs of people spiritually.
I think they have to stay in touch, and I say that to anybody, whether an artist, musician, or everyday person, is to stay connected to the Holy Spirit, to have open communication, regardless of what your religious beliefs are, to keep an open communication between you and God, to be directed by the Spirit of God. If they're going to sing secular, then, you know, go ahead and sing secular. You know, it doesn't bother me personally. I don't have any problem with a person if they choose to sing secular, just depending on the lyrics and what they're singing. I personally believe it's your daily walk, your walk with God, how you treat other people. Be true to yourself, and whatever is laid on your heart, you know, if you want to stay with gospel, fine. That's your first love, fine. But if you're going to, there are people who think that every song, every gospel song should have God, Lord, or Jesus in it. And that's not really true. You know, I questioned Andre Crouch about a song he had called I'll Take Care of You, Baby. He explained to me what it was. And after he explained to me, it was an aborted child. And Jesus said, I'll take care of you, baby. How many people get a chance to sit down and talk to a composer and ask them, why'd you say that? So I'm not judgmental about what people sing. Again, it's your daily walk, and it's how you treat people. That's the bottom line with me as far as I'm concerned.
You know what, I think that this is a huge key, and maybe there are not enough people taking advantage of their local churches being under a pastor. Accountability is a huge aspect of artistry, or it should be, because when you are a national artist or an international artist, that level of platform means that you need to be more accountable than you ever have been before. You need to have people in place who will keep you spiritually rooted, who will challenge you in your personal relationship with God, and who will help you to make the best decisions that you possibly can. The larger your platform is, the more opportunity there is for pitfall, financially, morally, spiritually. And so it's very important to be plugged into a local church and to also be accountable to leadership, whether it's pastors, counselors, whether it's people in your life that you've known your whole life, parents, uncles and aunts that you trust that have been in leadership in their churches. Those things are more important than ever before.
Spiritual mentor is good because there are going to be some times, some situations where you might be down, you might be depressed, you might not even be able to pray for yourself, but you know, if you have somebody that you can call on that can pray for you, or just to kind of help you spiritually. So, you know, it's always good to have that prayer partner.
First, you got to be spirit-led, because that affects the ministry as a whole. Music only sets the tone for ministry, for preachers when it comes to churches. And as a minister of music, you need to be sensitive to the leading of the Spirit, because all songs, because somebody record them, doesn't necessarily mean that they should be sung in a Sunday morning worship. So you have Sunday morning worship songs, you have Wednesday night prayer meeting songs, and then you have concert songs. And you have to know the difference. But you know that, being a musician.
Yes. The violinist, out of the group that I came out of, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 preachers came out of that one group. And because everybody went to church. Everybody was in church on Sunday morning. And the program, whatever it was that afternoon or that evening, but nothing took the place of you going to church. These days, many of our young artists have casual ties with the church, but they're not in the church. They don't have anybody preaching to them on a Sunday morning, and they're not called into responsibility because of their life or their lifestyle. So I guess one of the greatest things that a person who wants to go into gospel music should be, the kind of character they should display, they ought to be Christians. And they ought to be dedicated Christians, not just casual church persons. They ought to have a real relationship with Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Jesus goes well with anything. My preference personally, I love gospel music. I am the minister of music here at the Friendly Baptist Church. I play all styles of music, but it's something about good gospel music, soul-filled music that stirs up the hearts of people.